Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Well, happy Saturday night. And Sunday morning, I guess. It's like, what time is it? I think it's close to midnight now. Oh boy. Yeah, I went to political meeting as usual. So that's why I'm all dressed up like this. What time is it? Okay, it's still Saturday night, I guess. Oh boy. So how was your day? Sorry to give you this glare. How about that? Better. Oh boy, long day. Yeah, I this morning I woke up and jotted down what I want to talk about, but I cannot read my own handwriting. Okay. Okay. So I watched this Star Wars movie. Um, this Master Yoda says, "Oh yeah, fear, anger, aggression. Those are bad stuff." Yeah, they are. They're bad. So fear is about if somebody's more powerful than you are, you fear that person and you just what obey, I guess. But sometimes somebody who is more powerful than you are, that person could be wrong. Okay, so that's why you have to have this courage, bravery, to go against the mainstream majoritarian view sometimes, because sometimes majoritarian mainstream is wrong. Okay, like gay marriage, tattoo, piercings, marijuana. That's American mainstream, right? Maybe you're afraid, you have fear of this majoritarian view, but I want you to be more courageous, brave, okay? That's what we do here, okay? So, and down below, you may have some greed, okay? You may want to take advantage of people who is below you, who are weaker than you. That's greed, okay? So fear, some sin against a sin that you commit towards the people who are higher than you are. Fear, okay? You have to be courageous, okay? Bravery is the opposite of that. Greed, you don't want to take advantage of people who are weaker than you, okay? What's the opposite? Charity, okay? Now, lust, that's like horizontal here. Lust toward women, okay? You don't want to be lustful. You want to be respectful, okay? And anger toward the right. Same sex, right? You're a man. Yeah, you get angry sometimes toward your brothers. What's the opposite of that? Love, self control, okay? Control your anger, okay? So that's that. Yeah, so next item, the agenda. Try to invent. Try to invent. I challenge you. Okay, invent uh, ice cream, pies, cakes, pizza, pasta, candies, chocolates that is totally sugar free and fat free. Okay, try to invent that because we need to be sugar free, fat free. Okay. Now, yeah, Star Wars. So I watched that movie last night, and all these props, this scenery, and all these gadgets, it's just so beautiful. Those are backstage craft. Okay, they are not some celebrities. They're not actors. Backstage craft. I used to do that too. Okay, I have some experience with backstage craft. Just props, artist, interior design. You know, yeah, so good. Okay, all right. So good old Jesus, Mr. Christ. It's like this. It's all about self-sacrifice. Yeah, that's what crucifixion stands for, right? That's what morality ethics is about. It's about benefiting other people by sacrificing yourself, okay? Instead of sacrificing other people to benefit yourself. That's selfishness, right? Yeah, okay, that's that. I think that's about it. Okay, because I cannot read my own handwriting. I have no idea what I wrote. I mean, except a few. Oh boy. Be courageous. Be self-sacrificial, just like Jesus. Okay. I mean, look at me. I could have gotten a job that's very lucrative and busy all the time and marry some beautiful girl and but I'm not doing that. Why? Because well, first of all, I'm lazy. Second of all, I like being single and I like being alone. And I don't want to be busy all the time, okay? So I'm not quite sacrificing myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this humanology, yeah, I'm doing it for free, pro bono. But is it a self-sacrifice? Absolutely not. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, I talk shit about many people, right? So there's nothing self-sacrificial about this, okay? I'm not a saint. I just class clown, joker. I like saying things to make fun of other people. So there's nothing saintly about what I'm doing. I'm just a boy who like to play, okay? I'm no saint. I'm just average man, okay? Anyway. Alright, let's continue on this, okay? Yeah, I just want to show you, you know, the way I dressed up. That's all. It's almost midnight, okay? I went to this political meeting and a lot of work, okay? Shaking hands and talking to people, listening to them. It's a lot of work. That's my social life. Political meetings, okay? They're my friends. Okay. Yeah, saying hello to my friends. My right arm is getting tired, so. Oh boy. Alright. So clean now. Whew. Let me grab the pens. Colorful pens. Oh boy. Yeah, let's continue with the economics, okay? Let's finish what we started because we don't want to just be halfway in between, we want to get to the bottom of this, okay? Economics, because it's a challenge, but we're having fun, so yeah, we're doing good. My goodness, this eraser. Oh. E. Why do you have to be so dirty? Okay. So, let's do some mathematics, okay? So, we talked about this demographics model. Let's say there's one person who is very rich, like high class, okay? And one person who is upper middle class, one person who is middle class, one person who is lower middle class, and one person is a low class, okay? Let's say every echelon of this socio-economic class consists of same number of people, like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, okay? If that's the case, then this linear model of this transactional demand curve is correct. Okay, so you have this profit margin and transaction amount, quantity. Because, okay, here only one person can purchase this pasta of yours. You lower the price, now it's two people. So at the beginning, only one person can buy your pasta. If you lower the price, rich person and you can buy the price. So 1, 2, okay? You lower the price further, now rich person can buy it, upper middle class person can buy it, now middle class can buy it. So it's cumulative, okay? It's arithmetic growth, okay? A plus B plus C, okay? If you lower the price, all these previous people can purchase your pasta. So 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people can purchase that. Okay? I'm sorry. It's supposed to be y-axis. One person and 1 person plus 1 person, 2. 1 person here, 1 person here, 1 person here, 3 people, okay? You lower the price further, now 4 people, okay? Okay? Now you are lowering the price, and now we have this price axis when so my profit margin is 0, so it means price is equal to cost, right? So it's not free, you're just breaking it even, right? But low class person can afford this because your pasta is just $10 a piece, okay? Okay? 5 people. If this is the socio-economic demographics, then the straight line model is correct. Okay? But we all know it's not very realistic. But it could be realistic actually. Why? Because let's say you have a restaurant, okay? We are not talking about a nation demographics. We are talking about only demographics in your restaurant. Okay, so this could be actually very realistic. Why? You have a restaurant, okay? Your price is very reasonable, so both rich people and poor people can come, okay? But if your restaurant is very fancy, expensive restaurant, then only rich people will be there, okay? Now, if your restaurant is some family diner or McDonald's, Burger King, something very inexpensive, probably only the poor people will go there. Okay? Why? Because yeah, rich people they can afford McDonald's, Burger King, but will they go there? Maybe they are kind of reluctant because they don't want to hang out with poor people. Okay. I, I'm I'm not saying it's wrong or good. I'm saying it is how it is. Okay, because we are humanologists. We are very realistic. Okay, we describe things as it is. We don't like sugarcoat it or window dressing. We don't do that stuff. We say things as it is. Okay, so you are kind of middle class restaurateur because you want to be inclusive. Okay, you like poor people, rich people, so you want them all in your patronage, your customer client pool. Okay, so probably some rich people will not come to your restaurant because there are some poor people in your restaurant, and some rich people don't want to be around poor people. Okay, and also some poor people will not come to your restaurant because maybe they don't feel comfortable around rich people. Okay, and there are some rich people in your restaurant because in your restaurant it's kind of in the middle, so you have middle class, low class, high class, you have them all. That's your management philosophy, business morale. Okay, so yeah, probably this could make sense because yeah, your restaurant is kind of in the middle, right? But some poor people, although they can afford it, some poor people don't want to come there because there are some rich people there, and some rich people, yeah, they got all the money, they can come to your restaurant, but because there are some poor people, some of them don't want to come to your restaurant because they don't want to be around poor people. Okay, so yeah, these demographics in your restaurant could be realistic, reflective in the equal amount, equal number, if equal percentage of all different classes. Okay, that could be true. Okay, all right, but let's talk in general about not just your restaurant, your town, but nation, a country, like America. Okay, because I'm living in America. Okay, so if that's the case, then we can think of a different model where it's a food hierarchy. It's not just America. It's communist country, socialist country, dictatorial country. It's all the same. Okay, it's been like this since the beginning. Pyramid, food pyramid. It's not just human being. In the animal worlds, who do you have? You have tiger, right? Lion, shark, eagle, apex predator on top of this food chain, okay? And then, so they are predator, carnivorous animals, meat eaters, okay, carnivorous animals. Then you have vegetarians, like herbivorous animals, like you have deer, moose, rabbit, horse, okay? At the bottom you have vegetation, plants, okay? Like trees, grasses, okay? Yeah. Number wise, living beings, yeah, they're more plants than anything else. They're all plants, grass, flowers, trees, they exceed in number. Okay? And then you have herbivorous animals like insects, whatever, grasshoppers. And then you have snakes, lion, eagle, these predators, carnivorous animals, hunters. They're not that many. Okay? So that's food hierarchy, ecosystem. Okay? Pyramid is triangular. Okay? In human world, it's exactly same. Okay? You have labor force like me, or many of you, middle management, then upper management. On top, you have CEOs, politicians, celebrities like Hollywood stars, actors, directors, whatnot, right? Studio executives, writers. In the middle, yeah, you have middle management. At the bottom, you have us, right? Consumers, okay? Laborers, yeah. Okay? If that's the case, we have to modify our mathematical model, okay? Because you're one person here, two people in the upper middle management, three people in the middle management, four people in the low middle class, and five people in the low class, okay? Socio-economic status, okay? They're not low. That's me and many of you. Hardworking people. It's just that we don't make enough money to buy things. We just get by. Paycheck to paycheck, okay? I am you, okay? I'm right here. Paycheck to paycheck, okay? So, now we have arithmetic growth, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arithmetic growth, okay? It's like a linear growth, and it's not quadratic, it's not exponential, it's not geometric. Geometric growth is exponential growth, okay, by the way. So, if we have that, then here, now we have to draw a brand new diagram, okay? So it's no longer like this, okay? It's quadratic. And we briefly went over that yesterday. So I'll be not too slow this time because we went over this yesterday, okay? So when price is number one, when price is very high, only one person can buy this, okay? If price, you lower the price, now 1 plus 2 people can purchase that, okay? Because this rich person, oh, well, price is lower, I can still afford that. But beyond that, now upper middle class, these 2 people can purchase that. So 1 plus 2, 3, okay? You lower the price even further. Then 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6. Okay? You lower the price more. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, 10. Sorry, it's been a long day, okay? So it's up to the y-axis, alright? So here you have 1 person, okay? Then you have 2 people, okay? No, 3, okay? So it's like here, and then 3, okay? 1 plus 2, 3. Now you lower the price, 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6, okay? You lower the price more than 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, 10. Okay? You lower the price even more. Okay, so 10 is here. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. What is it? 15. Okay? Woo! Yeah, this is a quadratic line. Okay? It's not exponential, but it's a parabola. Okay? Why? It's because of this. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus blah 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 plus n is equal to what? Sigma I is equal to 1 to n. I is equal to n plus 1 over 2. Okay? When n is 1, 1 times 2 divided by 2, 1. Okay? When n is 2, 2 times 3 divided by 2, 3. Okay? When n is 3, 3 times 4 divided by 2, 6. When n is 4, 4 times 5 divided by 2, 10. Okay? N is 5. 5 times 6 divided by 2, 15. Okay? Yeah, it's quadratic because this is like half of n squared plus n. It's quadratic growth. Okay? You got it? Okay, I guess we have this anti-parallel axis. We can call this like time. Okay? Time. Tau for time. Okay? Tau. Okay? For time. Yeah, you are decreasing the price over time. Okay? And you get more and more people. Okay? Alright. So that's that, okay? But we will just stick with the linear model because it's a simpler, all right? Yeah, so we'll stick with linear model, okay? Oh. Oh. We're gonna take a break, okay? Because I'm getting sleepy. So, oh boy. Long day. All right. Okay, let's take a break, okay? Oh boy. Such a long day today. Ugh. Long day today. We'll take a break, okay? All right. Okay. Okay, so we're doing economics right now, okay? So, because we are not satisfied with Professor Alfred Marshall's model, okay? It's it's a contribution, it's a progress, but we can do better. That's our job, all right? Let's not be lazy. Let's not just inherit our metaphysical asset. Let's invest. Let's make business, you know? Let's do better. Okay, you got some money from your grandparents and parents, okay? You don't want to just live off of that. That's what today economists do. That's not right, okay? If you inherit some money, you want to invest, make your own company, your corporation, okay? And make more profit, okay? You don't want to just live off of your parents, grandparents' inheritance money. No, that's lazy. And that's what economists have been doing all this time, okay? I look at Einstein, Albert Einstein, okay? Yeah, he was not satisfied with this Newtonian physics. So what did he do? Yeah, he learned it, then he made it better. Relativity theory, right? Yeah, we're trying to do the same thing with economics now. Okay? That's all it is. Yeah, Professor Alfred Marshall, he made very good contribution. We inherited that knowledge, we learned it. Now let's make it better. Let's do our job. Be creative, constructive, okay? That's what we are doing, all right? We want to do better than our parents, grandparents, okay? That's what we are doing, all right? Okay. All right. Well, we'll just start from the basics, okay? We covered your marginal profit margin, and you have price. When profit margin is zero, price is equal to cost. When profit margin is negative cost, price is zero, okay? And we have this vertical axis, this transaction quantity, okay? And you have the marginal dollar, marginal profit margin, and your price as dollars, okay? All right. It doesn't have to be dollar. It could be pound or British pound, Korean won or Japanese yen or whatever currency unit in your country. Okay. All right. Yeah, in Brazilian Portuguese, you have this reais. Reais. It's like real estate, okay? Reais, okay? In plural. In singular, something like hell or something. Something like that, okay? Yeah, so real estate, land, that's the unit in Brazilian Portuguese. Okay. I don't know about Portugal. I've been to Portugal, beautiful country, wonderful people. Okay, so yeah, but I'm learning Brazilian Portuguese. Okay, because there's this fantastic Brazilian singer that I really am a huge fan of, Rita Lee. Oh, she's so good. Anyways, okay, so you have this maximum profit margin. You have maximum price where only one person in the world can buy, who is willing to buy, and you're handing out your pasta for free. Beyond that, yeah, even if you pay them, you're not going to increase that number of demand so much. Okay, so we connect these two dots like on a straight line. Okay, if you increase more price, oh, nobody's gonna buy it. Okay, so it's Z curve. Okay, it's like mirror reflection of this S curve, logistics function, sigmoid function. Okay, it's the mirror image of that upon the vertical axis. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So this is all we need. All right. So because in this straight line, yeah, maximum. Let's use different color. Now that we have many colors, okay. All right. Ooh. I took a nap. I'm no Superman, okay? I took a nap. I slept during the day. Went to this political meeting afterwards, so I'm not sleepy. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we mathematically proved that this is the maximum net profit. Okay, you have some optimal margin, optimal price, optimal transaction quantity. Okay, now yeah, so this is demand capacity. Okay, maximum demand max. Okay. They kind of look the same color, don't they? Oh, we want to differentiate these colors. So, okay, and we are not gonna. We are now going to talk about competition. Okay, but last time what we covered is this. Okay, when as your business get more known and well known, popular, famous by words of mouth. I mean, you're not doing any advertisement or anything, but people talk about your business. Okay, then now more people want your pasta. So it's a parallel shift. Now you have new demand capacity. Okay. So the new line becomes like this. Okay, we're gonna need a new color. It's good that we have multiple colors here. Okay. Now, when you're handing out your pasta for free, more people want it. There will be more transaction. Okay. And just because now more people know about your pasta, probably there will be somebody who is richer than this guy, who is have more money and who is willing to buy your pasta when it is not $20 but $22. Okay, so yeah, this Z curve also shift parallel shift. Okay, upwards because more you are getting more known, popular, famous. Okay, local celebrity, local fixture, whatever. Okay. So now your optimum price is also higher. P prime optimal and also maximum this margin profit margin optimal, yeah, now it's higher. Okay. Okay. So that's that. Now next step is competition. Okay. What if, I mean, come on, your pasta is very popular, so there will be imitators, wannabes, because maybe your former employee who learned your recipe, he quits, he opens up his new restaurant using your own recipe, okay? We are not going to talk about lawsuit or patent, copyright, intellectual property. We're not going to talk about that, okay? You're a nice guy and you let him do it, okay? Or some of your customers, they don't know your recipe, but they bring the pasta home and they analyze it, and then they open their own new restaurant imitating you. Healthy, fat-free, sugar-free pasta. Nutritious, healthy, okay? So now supply level is increasing. It goes like this, okay? So this is optimal transaction level, right? Now there are more people making the same kind of pasta, okay? This is where supply is more than transactional demand, okay? What is transactional demand? The demand, the number of people who can actually purchase, who can afford to purchasing your pasta. Yeah, there are wishful thinkers over there, right? They want your pasta, but they cannot afford that unless it's free, okay? But your price level is right here. Not everybody can afford your pasta because it's kind of pricey. It's like $17, okay? But there are more competitors and new restaurants, your former employees, your former customers, they're opening up restaurants here and there, and now they are making more pastas than people would be willing to buy, the people who can afford that price. So then what happens? I mean, you are making more than you can sell here. What do you do with this? Are you gonna what? Trash it? Oh, that's a waste, isn't it? What if you lower the price? Are you still making profit? Yes. Okay. This profit margin, this net profit is still positive. You are still making profit. And you are selling everything that you produce. Here, this is a suppliers as a set, single set, okay? Supply set. Set theory, okay? There is you, your original pasta maker, right? And there's your former employee, and there's your former customers, okay? Now you have 3 restaurants. They are making the same pasta, okay? So market share is decreasing, but you are not increasing the level of demand, transactional demand, okay? It's just that the number of producers, suppliers are increasing, but number of demand is staying the same, okay? Then you have to because market share decreased, right? Yeah, you have to lower your price because you don't, as a set of suppliers, okay? Just supplier number 1, supplier number 2, okay? So supplier 1, supplier 2, supplier 3, okay? Yeah, you're dividing the market share. And you don't mind. Why? Because you're kind of egalitarian and also humanist. You like the fact that your philosophy, food philosophy, where let's make food nutritious, sugar-free, fat-free, and also delicious. And other people are following your philosophy. So you are still happy. You don't care too much about money, okay? So you let them do it. You don't sue them. You let them do it, okay? So yeah, and you are still making profit because you are not on the other side. You still have positive per pasta profit margin here, okay? So you are still making money. You are not breaking even. You are still doing better than breaking even, okay? Yeah, you're still making profit. You get to save money, okay? Yeah, so that's it, okay? And we talked about demand level exceeding supply level, right? If more people want your pasta, then you can produce. What do? You can increase the price and make more profit, or you can hire more people, okay? So, okay, let's go over that, okay? So, let's say you have demand to prime, okay? Your pasta get more popular, okay? So more people want that, right? So as this one single set of suppliers, okay? So we're aggregating all different suppliers, right? So one single set of suppliers. We are just summation, okay? Summing it up. If there are more demands, one possibility is this, okay? Some people will think, you know what? I think this healthy pasta business is a good business, so I'm gonna jump in. I will make my own pasta. Fourth people, okay? Some random stranger, okay? Newcomer, okay? It's not your employee, former employee, not your customer, but he heard about your pasta business, so you know I'm gonna just jump in the bandwagon. So, okay, price stay the same. Why? Yeah, demand increased, but supply level also increased. So price stay the same. Okay. We had this conceptual equation a while ago where price is equal to demand minus supply, right? Now our next step will be quantify this conceptual equation and make it algebraic equation. That'll be our next challenge, right? We got it all down, okay? We got it all down, okay? So yeah, there's no separate supply curve, demand curve. No, that's a wrong theory. There's only one graph, one line. It's a transactional demand curve, Z curve, okay? There's nothing else. All right? We already came up with equation, this algebraic equation in a Cartesian coordinate, like it kind of looks like y is equal to minus x plus k, okay? So it has negative slope and it has this y intersection k, okay? Because we know 2 points here and here, okay? So we can come up with nice equation, and we're going to revisit that, and then we'll try to incorporate this metaphysical equation into that. We already have it, okay? We just need to connect the dots, okay? That's our next step, right? And we'll take a break, okay? Because we'll have to erase all this stuff and get back to that equation. All right. Yeah, we said, oh, such an ugly baby. Maybe it's not that ugly, okay? Maybe it's just sophisticated a little bit, elaborate, and we give some love to our baby, okay? This equation, it wasn't very pretty, but hey, it's our baby, so do we have a choice? I mean, ugly or not, we have to love it, right? Because it's our baby. Uh, yeah, it's not easy to be a parent, metaphysical parent, brainchild, whatever. Okay, we'll take a break and we'll get back to it. Okay, we have 5 more minutes before taking a break, so let's get it started. Okay, so oh man. All right, so we have profit margin, we have price, and profit margin is zero when price is equal to cost, and profit margin is negative cost when the price is zero. You're giving it away, and then you have transaction quantity, okay, and we have maximum profit margin and maximum price, and here we have maximum demand capacity, and we connect these two dots and we have nice line. So I don't memorize the equation that we came up with, so we have to solve this equation again. So y is equal to ax plus b, okay, and you have, we call this m, okay, 0 comma m, so x is 0, so no, m comma 0, okay, so 0 is equal to am plus b. Here we have minus c comma d, we call it d, okay, so d is equal to minus ac plus b. So we plug that in, okay, so minus a is equal to b over m, so d is equal to minus a is equal to b over m c plus b, okay. Oh boy, this again, it's not pretty. Oh boy, it's not pretty. My goodness, really? B is equal to c plus 1 dm, okay. A is equal to minus b over m, okay. Yeah, let's check that if that's true. So y is equal to minus d over c plus 1 x plus dm, d times m, c plus 1. Now, if we plug in m comma 0, yeah, it works. If we plug in minus C comma D, okay, so minus C comma D, D is equal to minus D times is this true? No. Ah, boy. Maybe this should be M. Okay. Yeah, this should be M. So dm, wait a minute. Yeah. B is equal to yes. And A is equal to minus B over M. Yeah. I made a mistake, okay? So when x is, okay, m comma 0, yeah, that works. Ah, boy. No, this is not quite working. Okay, so minus C comma D, minus C comma D. Okay, so x is minus C, so this plus. Okay, now it works. Okay, so yeah, this is our equation, okay? And price is equal to cost plus profit margin, right? So yeah, we can simplify this as y is equal to price minus cost, minus demand times x plus price, then demand times m. Okay, now yeah, it's prettier. We are making progress. Okay, so hang on, all right. We are not hopeless, all right. Yeah, we may be orphans, right? We may be renegades, outsider, outlaw, whatever. Okay, rebels. But yeah, we have humble beginning, right? But in Book of Job, a guy, Job's friend, he said, "Yeah, your beginning is very small, but later on you'll be very big. You'll be very famous, very prosperous." Okay, so yeah, everybody have a humble beginning. Okay, so we are not hopeless. We are not desperate. Okay, we have faith. We have belief. Okay, so we just move on. All right. Okay. Yeah, profit axis, price axis, margin, profit margin axis, okay, is defined by C, cost. Okay, so this is always true, alright? Your profit margin here, then profit margin is equal to, price is equal to C plus profit margin, okay? Yeah, it's always true. Okay, and there will all these constants, there will positive numbers, so yeah, it's negative slope, and this y intersection is d times m over p. Okay, so we got it. Now we need to connect this to our metaphysical conceptual equation where price is equal to demand minus supply. Okay, there will be a tough task. Okay, somehow we need to make connection between these two equations, algebraic equation and metaphysical equation. Okay, physical equation, metaphysical, conceptual equation, algebraic equation. Qualitative equation is about quality, quantitative equation. We have to make some connection between the two. And we are almost there, okay? We are almost there. Because this D here is like, if we rewrite this equation, is this demand, actually it's kind of same as supply, actually. It's not going to be easy. Because they're all constant, okay? So what is X? Yeah, that's like price, kind of profit margin, okay? So it's kind of like this, okay? Demand is equal to, ignore all these constants, okay? Minus, demand is equal to minus, demand is equal to minus something like price, okay? Plus K, alright? And again, it's not quite making sense because if P go over there and D comes over here, then okay, we'll cheat a little bit, okay? Yeah, demand is equal to supply, right? You can say this is supply, and you have some demand capacity over there, so we're just brainstorming, okay? You don't have to be mathematically rigorous here. So we have something like that, okay? So P go over there, D stay here, and S go over there, become minus. Yeah, okay, okay. When you do mathematics, okay, when you're inventing mathematical theory, you have to be flexible, okay? Yeah, cheat a little bit. I mean, at least for, brainstorming stage, because you are fumbling in the dark. You're shooting in the dark, okay? So you have objective, right? Yeah, so try to make it at least imitate the goal, eventual objective. Imitate that, right? Later on, yeah, we'll be mathematically rigorous. But in the brainstorming stage, yeah, it's okay to cheat just a little bit, okay? All right, so we have something like that, okay? So, oh. I mean, we have good narratives, right? If this is kind of transactional demand curve and there's supply that's less than that, then we want to increase the price or increase the supply in order to maximize the profit or increase both, right? And if you have more supply than demand, transactional demand, then yeah, you wanna decrease the supply level, or you want to reduce the price so that you can sell all the pasta that you are producing, okay? Yeah, we know that in narrative, okay, it's about moving horizontally, vertically, to the left or to the right, up or down. Okay, it's that simple. And this equation here is just describing this straight line. it doesn't quite include the concept of this dot moving to the left, moving down, or this dot moving up or moving to the right. It doesn't capture that conceptual narrative. Okay? This equation only describes this straight line. Alright, so but this conceptual equation describes the movement, shifting of this dot from up or to the right, or this dot to the left or down. So I guess this conceptual equation is different from straight line. It's more than that. So what would be the mathematical tool to describe that movement? That's our next step. Okay? Let's take a break, and it could be tensor, it could be linear algebra, it could be some transformation matrix. We don't know yet. We want to find a good mathematical tool to express this concept. Okay, and maybe you know? Do you have some idea? Me, I have to think about it. Because I just realized this equation is about this single line, but this conceptual equation is about movement of different from dot to conform to this line. Okay, so that's is something I haven't thought about. I just realized there are two different things. Okay, we need a brand new mathematical tool for it. It could be linear algebra or tensor, I don't know. Not yet. Okay, so let's take a break and let's think about this. Okay? Alright, we'll be back, okay? Alright. Okay, I'm gonna grab my glasses. Yeah, we'll take a break. Okay. we are back, and my house is warming up. That's good. Is there any in the audience any industrial engineering majors? Because in industrial engineering, it's about optimization, right? Investment, and it's a quantitative engineering, industrial engineering, just like any other engineering. It's about profit maximization for a company, a corporation. Okay, so looks like that's what we have to do. Linear programming. Okay, we deal with inequality as long as equality. There's equation and there's inequality in linear programming. Okay, so looks like that's the tool we'll have to use. We'll have to resort to. Okay. Yeah, I learned it when I was in South Korea, in high school. It's very fun stuff. Okay. Yes, linear programming probably was invented by mathematicians and engineers in America, like many other stuff. Okay, linear programming. Yeah, of course there's Lagrangian multiplier, blah blah blah. But yeah, optimization. Okay. Okay. Pen poop, man. Can you invent something so that all these pens don't create all these darts? Oh, getting messy. Okay, so it's like this, all right? Let's draw just plain, old-fashioned, good old school Cartesian coordinate, two-dimension. Okay, you have x, you have y, and you have 1 line. Y is equal to minus x plus 1. Okay, 1 0 1. Okay, if the dot is right here, 0.5 0.5, right? Yeah, it works. 0.5 0.5. It's right on the dot, on the line. Okay, equation, it satisfies this equation. 1 minus 0.5 is equal to 0.5. Okay, and but if a dot is above the line, what happens? If you plug in this equation, 1 on the left hand side and 0 on the right hand side. 1 is more than 0. So that describes all the this okay. So that's this line. Okay, how about 0 comma 0? 0, minus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. Now 0 is less than 1. Okay, so that's the starting point in this linear programming lecture. Okay, this equation is just this line, all the dots in this line. Okay, but inequality, like if y is more than minus x plus 1, it's the entire half of two-dimensional space. Okay, and in different color, we'll write in orange. I love orange color and the fruit. Oh, I love it. Y is less than minus x plus 1. Okay, all the dots below this line, this half of two-dimensional region, is represented by this inequality. Okay, the other half, all the points above this line, is expressed by this inequality. Okay? Now, our next step is we'll have to come up with brand new mathematics here. Okay? So, because at least I don't know of any mathematical tool that express the movement of this point outside of this line to conform to this line. I don't know of any mathematics that express that. Okay, so we are in uncharted territory here. Okay, so how can you make this dot outside of this line? Okay, we want to move this dot outside of this line so that it belongs to the line. Okay, that's the new mathematics that we are after. How to express that? Okay. Oh boy. Maybe it's not that new. Okay, maybe it's not that new, but it's something I've never seen, at least. Okay, so it's new to me. Maybe some other mathematicians or engineers, scientists, maybe they thought about this before. I don't know. I don't want to go to library and look that up. Come on. So it's not too difficult, okay? We call this x prime, y prime, okay? And we're gonna move this line, I mean this dot, so that either this way, or that way, some arbitrary way, okay? So now, x prime plus delta x prime, comma, y prime plus delta y prime. Now it will satisfy this equation. Okay? So let's plug that in, all right? Can you see all this? I write it right here. Okay, then y prime plus delta y prime is equal to minus x prime minus delta x prime plus 1. Okay? Now we have a brand new equation. Okay, so y prime is equal to minus x prime minus delta x prime minus delta y prime plus 1. Okay? Again, it's ugly equation. I don't like it. It's just too ugly. I mean, we didn't even generalize this line equation. Imagine what it looked like if we have instead of minus 1 we have a, instead of 1 we have b, e. It will get uglier and uglier. Do we have to do this? I don't feel like doing it. It gets ugly very quick. But it looks like it's some kind of mountain Everest that we have to climb over, okay? But it's not pretty. You know what? Let's make it prettier by instead of y is equal to minus x plus 1, we're going to do a simpler line, y is equal to x, okay? Because one step at a time, okay? We get to the bottom of it. We'll generalize that later, okay? But for now, because we are new to this, we want to simplify as much as possible. Otherwise, it will overwhelm us. We don't want to be overwhelmed by these minute details, okay? We'll generalize later, okay? Ah, boy. You have x. You have y, 0. Y is equal to x. All this above region, above the line, y is more than x, okay? Below here, y is less than x. Okay? So, okay, you want to go here, okay? This dot is outside of this line, so how? Okay, I'm going to draw it bigger, okay? This is delta x. Oh, no. Sorry. Messing it up. I'm here, okay? I want to belong to this line because I'm outside. I don't want it. I want to belong somewhere. Okay. This is x prime comma y prime, okay? This is delta x prime, delta y prime. It's a vector summation, okay? So, yeah, delta x prime is negative in this example, okay? So, x, this y is equal to x, so, and this new dot here is x prime plus delta x, comma, y prime plus delta y, okay? And now we have that equal. We plug that in into this equation, and then y prime is equal to x prime plus delta x minus delta x prime minus delta y prime, okay? So we have that. Yeah, it's prettier, right? It's a lot prettier than before, okay? So, oh boy. It's not easy to be a mathematician, okay? I mean, yeah, we are exploring mathematics, so yeah, I mean, everybody's mathematics student. Every mathematician is also mathematics student, right? Because yeah, they teach mathematics just because they know a lot of mathematics, but still they don't know every mathematics. So yeah, they are mathematics students. Just like Jesus said, yeah, don't call each other teachers, you're all students, you know, like that. Oh boy. Okay, now let's try to generalize. Okay, so if equation is, well, what kind of guy would come home after political meeting and do all this mathematics, man? Yeah, I may not become the president of the United States, although I will try, keep on trying, but at least I hope you appreciate what I do for the betterment of the world. Let's say you have some equation, I mean, some line, whatever it may be. This is y is equal to ax plus b, okay? And now you have some dot somewhere, right? Or somewhere here, okay? So you wanna belong to this equation, okay? So you have delta, so this is x prime, comma y prime, okay? That's this line, okay? Okay. Delta x prime, well, we just call it delta x, okay? And then delta y, all right? So x prime, okay, y prime plus delta y is equal to a times x plus, x prime plus delta x plus b, okay? So y is equal to a times x prime plus delta x plus b minus delta y, okay? Should we think of this as a coordinate transformation? No, it's just displacement of a point. Are we being too ambitious? Maybe we don't have to do any of this. I don't know. Because, I mean, the motivation for all this new mathematics is that we are trying to quantize, quant, quantize, like quantity. You want to express in quantity in an algebraic equation where there is over demand or oversupply, when demand and supply doesn't quite match, okay? This is a demand curve, right? But what if your supply is less than this demand, transactional demand? It's either you increase the price or you supply more in order to increase your maximum profit, right? Do you not want to increase the supply? And do you also not want to increase the price? Then somebody else may come and the total supply of this kind of pasta in this pasta market, yeah, there will be more supply, okay? And what if you increase the supply, I mean increase the price, and there are other competitors, and then you have to decrease the price in order to maximize the profit, and okay? because from here to here, it works only if supply stays the same. Okay, but if supply somebody got in to the market and supply is here, then the maximum, I mean the optimal price will be here. Okay, so you'll have to decrease the price. Okay, otherwise they're not gonna come to you. All right. So because now you are here. Okay, where supply is more than the transactional demand. Okay, this is not gonna work. So you have pasta unsold. Okay, wasted. So yeah, you have to go back there. Okay. So yeah, it's this intricacy. Okay, it's we're trying to find good mathematics for this. Okay, and maybe you have some ideas. Okay, then oh please tell me, help me. Now I'm drawing blank. Okay, because we came so far. We came long way. We have made very good progress. Maybe we continue this tomorrow after I eat something and have some sleep. We'll get there. We believe that. Okay. We came a long way. We're not gonna give up here. Okay. So. All right. Yeah, I'm sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. I'm not hungry because I ate something. Oh boy. Well, we could just briefly go back to this conceptual equation where price is equal to demand minus supply. Okay. Uh, we want to algebraize this. Okay, make it algebraic, quantitative, because now it's just conceptual. All right. So. Okay, so over here, above the line, we have supplies is more than demand. Okay. Down here, under the line, we have demand is more than supply. Okay. Good. And along this line, we have transactional demand is equal to supply along this line. Good, we are making progress here. So when demand, transactional demand, number of pasta that people actually can purchase, if it's more than supply, then say demand is 5 and supply is 3, then you want to increase the supply, or you can increase the price. Okay. Okay, okay. What if this is not P but delta P? Would this work? If demand is more than supply, then price will go up. Maybe we should put delta in front of P, right? Because if demand is exactly equal to supply, demand minus supply is zero, but price is not zero. No, it's delta price that is zero. Maybe we got it, okay? If there are more supply than demand here, right? The price delta P, then delta P is negative, so price should go down. I think we got it. Okay. In this case, there are two ways. Yeah, this is one way to do it to preserve the equation. Okay, so we have delta P is equal to demand minus supply. Okay, good. Another way is if the overproduction, the surplus of production, surplus of goods, okay, you're making more pastas than people want or people can afford, people can purchase, okay? You want to decrease the production level, right? So this is one way to do it. Second way to do it is delta S is equal to is less than zero. You want to decrease the production level, okay? Can you see this? All right. Okay, because here, oh boy, we're really running out of space, aren't we? Well, it's okay because we are making progress, all right? So, okay, delta P is equal to demand minus supply, okay? So, how about this? Delta S is equal to supply minus demand? No, demand minus supply actually. Sure. We are being flexible here, okay? We are not being too strict, okay? If demand is less than supply, then you need to decrease the supply, okay? This equality is like prescriptive. If there are a lot of supply, more than the demand level, then you must decrease the supply level, okay? Or you can maintain your supply level, but you decrease the price. That's that. Okay. Now, underproduction here. If demand is more than supply, then yeah, you better increase the supply level, or you better increase the price level. Okay, I think we are getting very close now. Okay, it's either this or this. It's exclusive war of that. Or if you do both, then yeah, halfway between. Okay, we're getting very close. Okay, so you have some dot outside of this line. It's either you go up or you go to the right, or you take the halfway middle point, increase both price and production, or you increase production more than you are increasing the price. You, yeah. Okay. I mean, if you really want to mathematically generalize, yeah, it's this. Okay, right? Yeah, delta x, delta y. Yeah, mathematical generalization. Okay, no matter what delta x or delta y is, it could be positive or negative. Okay, um, but it has to satisfy this equation. Okay, so yeah, we got it. We got it. We have mathematical generalization here. So yeah, okay, and now we need to distinguish supply level and demand level. Okay, so basically this y-axis is a quantity. Okay, quantity. Okay, y coordinate, a dot. What is dot? Is a quantity, comma, uh, profit margin. Okay, that's this dot. Okay, you have profit margin x-axis, quantity y-axis. What is quantity? Is production. Okay, supply, quantity. So this y-axis actually is a supply. Okay, we didn't quite realize that yet, but it turns out to be that way. And this line is a transactional demand. Okay, it's when what is transactional demand? It's the number of pastas that people can actually afford. All right, because we have also wishful demand, maximum demand capacity, right? Yeah, that's the virtual demand, or with some good words for it. You have transactional demand, like real demand. You have ideal demand, okay? Kind of imaginary, wishful thinking demand, okay? The number of pastas that people want, okay? Poor people, rich people who cannot afford it, whatever, okay? The number of pastas that people would want if it's free, if it was free, okay? Because some people don't like pasta, so it's not the equal. It does not equal the population, okay? All right. Oh boy. And on this z curve, yeah, that's where demand is equal to supply. But outside of this line, it's all supply. This quantity represents supply. Under supply, oversupply. Now we got it. We're getting very close. Okay. On this line, yeah, demand is equal to supply. So this Z curve represents demand. Okay. All the other dots outside of this line represents supply. Okay. We got it. Yes. Okay, so we can express this delta S as supply transactional supply minus supply current. Okay, we got it. This is like ideal supply. Okay, it's supply right now. We got it. We got it. Yeah. And delta P is equal to transactional price minus price now, current price, present price. Okay, good. Oh boy. We are not quite there yet because we just reduced this equation to price only and supply only. But here we have all three things all together. Papuri, price, demand, supply. We are not there yet, but we're getting close. Okay, we're making progress. So let's take a break. Okay, let's take a break. All right. Let's take a break. Okay. Yeah, we're making good progress. Okay, so we'll get there one day. Okay, during the cigarette break, I made another progress. It's a good news, right? And it's something very simple. Okay, so we go over it real quick. Okay, because we are making very good progress here. You know, I say, oh, I'm lazy, but not really. Okay, because I have full-time job. Today is what, Saturday. I went to political meeting. Came home. Saturday, okay, and I'm doing this. How can you possibly call me lazy? Ah, why don't you give me some due credit, huh? I'm doing this for you. Humanity. Okay. Okay. Anyways. I will pat myself on the back, okay? Because nobody's doing. No one's giving me pat on the back, so I do it to myself. Oh yeah. Doesn't matter. Okay. So it's like this, okay? It's like, boy. Well, preliminary first. The price axis, margin axis, delta M is equal to delta P. Why? Because I proved this equation, okay? Mathematical proof. P is equal to C plus M, right? So what is delta P? Is equal to C plus M 2. Cost is same, it's constant, right? But profit margin can change. Minus C plus M1, okay? Which is C cancels out, and which is M2 minus M1 is equal to delta M, okay? What is delta P? Is equal to P2 minus P1, which is P2 minus P1, okay? You got it? Can you see this? Yeah, you can. Delta P is equal to P2 minus P1 by definition, right? What is P2? C plus M2. What is P1? C plus M1. So C cancels out, so M2 minus M1 is equal to delta M, okay? So yeah, that's that. And if we have, I better memorize that equation, okay? So, because I don't want to derive every time, so you have what? Y is equal to AX plus B. You have here M comma 0. Here you have D minus C comma D, right? You plug that in. I better jot it down in my notebook or something. Oh boy, because I don't want to derive this. Or better yet, I should memorize this. Okay, so 0 is equal to AM plus B minus C comma D. D is equal to minus CA plus B. So A is equal to minus B over M. So B is equal to something like that, DM. C plus M, which is P. Oh boy. Right? So y is equal to minus d over p x plus md over p. Something like that. Okay, dp, mdp. Okay. I better memorize this, okay? So m comma is verify if this is correct, okay? M comma 0, M 0, good. Minus C comma 0, minus C, minus C, oh, okay. C plus M, which is P. Yeah. D is equal to D. Good. I mean, it's kind of pretty, isn't it? I mean, you have MD, minus D, and over P. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's go to P, D, minus X plus M. Yeah, it's not too ugly. So what is X? X is profit margin, right? So this is more like Y. What is Y? This transactional demand, okay? So I'll make it a little bit ugly here, okay? It's because transactional demand is equal to D max over what is P? Cost plus maximum margin, okay? What is X? Well, that's profit margin plus maximum margin, okay? So that's what it is. Okay. Ah, boy. Why does it have to be so ugly? So we have to quantify, okay? So we had this line, right? And if the demand is more than supply, we can increase the price, okay? This delta P, okay? How much is that? Okay, so we have this dot, this point here is what? We have profit margin M, comma, S, the supply level, okay? Now, profit margin plus delta P, comma, supply, which is this, let's say this is 0.1, dot P, D, we can use that. Let's say dot space. We just call it J, okay? This point as J, like iota, whatever. This is J prime, okay? So this J prime is actually on this line, okay? Now we can plug that in here, okay? So sorry, it's not gonna be pretty, okay? So S, we'll just do it anyway, okay? S is equal to D d over p m plus delta p plus large M, okay? Oh, sorry. Minus, minus. Okay? All these capital letters, okay, they're all constants. This is like small s, right? Oh, it's for the mess, really. Such a mess. Oh. Math is a mess. Okay, math can be very messy. Oh boy. Ah. So originally we had this conceptual equation like P is equal to D minus S, right? Okay. So price and supply, they're kind of inversely proportional, okay? They're kind of negative. We have supply here, we have delta P here, I mean delta P. Yeah, so we have that, okay? Negative relationship, all right? So at least we have that, okay? Okay. So this delta P is equal to S times D P, S times P over D minus, okay, plus n minus small n, okay? Okay, we got it, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is, okay? Trying to make sense of this. D maximum, M maximum. Well, I guess our brain is saturated, okay? So we're gonna take a little break from this um, mathematical economic exercise because we don't want to overwhelm ourselves with all these numbers and equations and oh boy. So let's, I mean, economics, we can do it quantitatively or qualitatively, okay? We don't have to deal with numbers. I mean, economics, you can be, you can deal with economics in a narrative fashion, qualitatively, okay? Doesn't have to be all about numbers when we think and talk about economics, okay? So, let's think of auction, okay? Auction is like reverse market, okay? We get back to this later, right? So, just uh, let's take a break from all these numbers, all right? Equations. We need a break from this, okay? All right. So it goes like this. Auction is like reverse market. In a market, okay? Market and auction, okay? In a market, you have customer, buyer, and a lot of suppliers, sellers. Sellers compete to get one buyer. All these different brands, milk brands, egg brands, yeah, they compete with each other. Sellers, producers, suppliers, okay? They compete to get, it's like courtship, right? And they compete with each other. In auction, it's reverse. You have one seller, and now buyers are competing with each other for one seller. Auction, okay? Bid, bidding, right? And this is where, okay, we have one single equation. Delta price is equal to demand minus supply, right? So here, delta price is less than zero because there's because more supply than demand, right? Because more supply than demand. Okay. Here, delta price is positive because there are more demand than supply. Okay. So we got that, right? And back to our Z curve, the transactional demand curve. We're just stepping back to look at the big picture because we are kind of lost in the deep in the jungle, in the forest. We are just looking at trees. Let's step back. Let's be like a Superman and just gravitate, fly, and look at the big picture, the forest. Okay, that's what we just did. Now we have this curve, right? And here, this is like demand curve. Okay, here you have supply is more than demand, right? So what do? you reduce the price, or you put the same price but you reduce the supply. Okay, so we had this equation delta P is equal to what, demand minus supply, right? So this makes sense because this one equation, we can do a lot with this. It's a simple equation, but we can do a lot with this because let's say delta D is positive, meaning there are a lot of demand. Demand increases, okay? But what if supply also increases? Meaning you make a pasta, right? And now there are more demands because more people know about this pasta. But then there will be brand new market participants, your competitors, brand new competitors. So they start making same kind of pasta, right? So you have this bioaspirin, right? Then later on, there are imitators or patent licensees, generic brands, right? Yeah. So if that's the case, yeah, supply increases after the demand increased, then delta P can be zero, okay? They both increase. This be what? 1 and 1 minus 1, but then demand increased to 3. Now 3 minus, and supply subsequently increases. So 3 minus 3, yeah, then it's still 0, okay? Right? Yeah. Now, if demand decreases, okay? Let's say you make pasta, right? But people don't like pastas anymore because they're fed up. Okay? Then there will be less market participants. Some pasta companies, pasta restaurants, maybe they go bankrupt. Or maybe they stop making pastas but start making salads instead. Okay? So some producers leave the market. Okay? So these pasta sellers as a group, there'll be less pastas being produced because some people are leaving this pasta market. Some sellers, producers, suppliers, okay? So, yeah, then price will stay the same because there's less demand and then there's less suppliers, then price stay the same. Although pasta is less popular. Because some people still want pasta, you know. Okay? So yeah, this so makes sense, okay? So, but if supply level is the same, demand only increases, meaning delta D is positive because demand increases, but supply level stay the same. In this case, okay, before that, in equilibrium, okay, supply demand equilibrium, okay, delta P is 0. Why? Because demand equals supply. When demand is equal to supply. Along this line, okay, But equilibrium is broken when um, demand curve shifts upward. You remember that? Demand curve shifts upward. Like it becomes like this, you know. But from here to here, okay, demand curve shifts upward. But you are still making the same number of pasta, okay? To maximize your profit, now you're in an auction situation where you can increase the price because now buyers they're competing with each other. Okay, so price go. You can set the price high and make more profit in this case. But soon, so that was number one, first step. But soon there will be more market participants. So as a group, as a set of suppliers, yeah, there will be more supplies because some people they open a brand new restaurant and your market share decreases because now that person is making the same pasta. Okay, so you have to reduce price back because in the beginning when you open this restaurant you're monopoly market. Okay, so yeah, I'm borrowing all these concepts and terms from neoclassical or classical economics. Okay, market saturation, competition. It's good that I took that economics class. Okay, because they do have some useful concepts there. Okay, in economics, it's just that economics as a science, social science, is incomplete. We want to complete it. Just like Jesus came, right? He said, "Oh, don't think I came to destroy Bible. No, Old Testament is imperfect, incomplete. I came to perfect it, complete it. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. We are like economics Jesus is. Okay, Jesus of economics. Okay, that's what we are doing. All right, whatever. We are Christians, right? I mean, maybe not all of you, but I am. So Jesus is like our role model. Some of us, okay, role model. So we try to imitate, emulate Jesus. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying I'm Jesus. No, he's our role model. Okay, so nothing wrong with that. Isn't that what Christianity is all about? To be more like Jesus? Yeah. Okay. All right. So price go back down. Okay, and then because there are more competitors now, so supply level go up. Okay. So yeah, first you increase the price. I mean, you don't have to. If you don't increase the price, well, your customers they pay more anyway by waiting in line. It's either when you make this pasta, there's only one restaurant that make this pasta, your pasta restaurant. It get more popular, right? So there will be more customers. It's either you raise the price so that your customers pay more to your restaurant with money, with more money, or if you do not increase the price, customers will pay more in terms of their time because the waiting line will be very long. It's either your customers pay with their time, pain and suffering, waiting in long line, or they pay with higher price in dollars. Okay? So yeah, this equation makes sense. Higher demand, same supply. Okay, so in the equilibrium, it was like this, okay? But if demand increases and you don't increase any supply, then so D goes up, so yeah, delta P will be positive. Okay? Do you get it? Initially, yeah, it was in equilibrium. Okay, D is equal to S, supply level, demand level is the same, but your you just create this brand new pasta, healthy and delicious, healthy and yummy. Okay, so demand level go up because it become popular, words of mouth. You become very popular, famous. So, but you are still making the same number of pasta, right? That's why delta is zero. Okay, but demand level go up. Okay, so people will pay higher price now, either waiting in a long line, so they pay more with their time, or but if you increase the price, then the line length will be the same. There will be no waiting line because not many people can afford your pasta now. So the people who buy your pasta, they want to pay more money. They will pay with more money. So it's either you pay your customers pay with more money or more time. Okay, that's why this is a kind of metaphysical equation. Okay, but now we got it though. Now it's no longer conceptual equation, but it's algebraic equation. We got it. Okay, and actually, still, it's not exactly algebraic equation because then we have to be exact in quantity. Okay, and about 30 minutes ago, we did try that and we got it right because we plugged in all this equation and it's just not pretty. Okay, we'll do it again though. Okay, because we'll get maybe we are already there. We just need to make the equation prettier. Okay, we take a break. Okay, and maybe we'll make that equation prettier. Okay, but we got it, I think. All right, we take a break and take another shot at that equation. Okay, we'll make it prettier this time. All right, but let's take a break. Okay, all right. Let's take a break. Oh, this is a lot. It's good stuff. Okay, we're happy, but let's take a break. Woo. We're gonna ventilate the room. Ventilate the air. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy, this is not easy. We are not dealing with some quadratic equation or exponential or logarithm or Euler's number or complex number. We are not dealing with any of that. We are not dealing with some fancy mathematics here. But still, it's not easy. Okay? Because we are doing it right this time. All right? Those economists, yeah, the economics PhD students will not. I mean, I'm not sure if any of those people would be interested in this theory because it's a lot of brain work, but it just looks so simple. So we are not sure we're gonna have any audience in the economics community because it's a brain joker, but at the same time it's not pretty, it's not fancy, so it's not luxurious. It's just too humble, you know. So they may reject this, and we don't care. Okay. What can I do? You cannot get everybody. Maybe the only people who that we need as an audience is our economists, but looks like they will really hate this. Well, whatever, right? We just do our job, take it or leave it, right? It doesn't matter whether they like our theory or not. We just do our job and we just leave it, okay? It's like cuckoo's nest, right? We are like cuckoos, okay? Cuckoo! Oh, because some people call us crazy. But yeah, we give birth to an egg to somebody else's nest and we leave. Whatever, right? Whatever. We just do our job, okay? That's it. Take it or leave it, all right? So it's like this, okay? You have x and y axis, okay? And there's this demand curve, transactional demand curve, okay? And it moves up by delta D, okay? And I was here, okay? So delta D is positive, more demand, all right? And I can catch up by increasing the supply here, delta S now is equal to delta D, which is positive, okay? So I'm matching the supply level by hiring more people, or maybe there's more market participant, my competitor. Yeah, the overall supply level of this pasta go up as an aggregation, in aggregate, okay? That's one way to do it, but there will be time still in a patent law or copyright law, you have this fixed amount of time where you can monopolize, okay? After 20 years or something, okay, or in terms of in patent, 10 years, 20 years, I don't know. Yeah, patent monopoly disappears, okay? Copyright, after you die, you write a song, you are John Lennon or Paul McCartney, after you die, it becomes everybody's. Something like that, okay? I'm simplifying, okay? So, something like that, okay? Just to simplify, okay? So, yeah, at the beginning, yeah, you monopolize by, oh, yeah, I'm not going to supply more, I just increase the price, you know? So, if there is larger demand, but you're not supplying anymore, then you're taking this route. Then price will go up, okay? You don't have to raise the price, but you can, because you're not producing more, but If you raise the price, you still sell every single pasta that you are making. So your profit will go up. Okay, it's an auction situation. So here, okay, if you're underproducing, so demand is less than more than supply, then it's auction. Okay, if demand is more than is less than supply, then you have market situation. Okay, where sellers they compete. So what do? They decrease the price. Here, you increase the price. Okay, that situation. We are trying to model this mathematically. That's what we're doing. Okay. Let me get some more water. Just drop the pen. Where's my pen? Right here. Okay, let me get some more water. Oh, boy. Yeah, water is right here, so. Oh, boy. How much time do we have? 20 minutes? Okay. Okay. So let's say, just to simplify, this equation used to be y is equal to minus x, okay, plus something, but doesn't matter. Now it becomes y as the demand increases. Y is, what is y? Yeah, transaction quantity. Okay, x price or margin, profit margin. Okay, now the demand increases, minus x plus delta d. Okay, we're after this guy. Okay, delta p. Okay, that's what we're after. So x is equal to, we call it y prime, x prime. Okay, x prime is equal to delta d minus y prime, right? And here you have x is equal to minus y. Now delta p, we are being flexible. Okay, we are relaxing the mathematical rigor here. Okay, delta p is equal to delta x is equal to x prime minus x. Okay, is equal to delta d plus y minus y prime. Okay, here is equal to delta d minus delta y is equal to, what is y? Delta d minus delta s. Okay, well, you look at us. Delta p is equal to delta d minus delta s. Okay, kind of. Okay, yeah. Delta p is equal to delta d minus delta s. Does this make sense to you? I think so, because if we increasing only the demand, and let's say supply is not increasing at all, okay? Then yeah, price will go up, okay? Now, if you are in demand is same, but supply level goes up, yeah, then price will go down. It makes sense now. If delta D, if the increase in demand and increase in supply is equal, then there is no price change. If they both go down, yeah, no price change. I think we got it. Okay. Yeah, this has to be it. Conceptually. Why? Because it now makes sense. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Yeah, this equation could have been minus x plus k, right? Plus k, and we are subtracting this equation. So k they cancel out. The only thing that remains, yeah, we got it. Oh, goodness. It's such a simple equation, but it took so long for us to figure it out. But we got it. Okay? We got it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. We got it. Okay. Very good. So from here to here, it's like this, okay? Demand increases, but supply catches up. Yeah, supply also increases. So price change 0. All right. From here to here, yeah, demand increases, right? But supply is not increasing. This is supply, right? This is demand curve. Supply horizon, right? We are not increasing any supply. So demand goes up, supply doesn't change, so delta S is 0. So yeah, price does go up. Okay. So this is supply level, okay, along the y-axis. Quantity, okay. And this x level, they are the price, okay, or profit margin, okay. They're parallel axis, so yeah, they're more or less the same, okay. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Oh, it took so long, but we have it. Okay. In terms of that equation, oh, you have this dot here and dot there, and you have what? Y is equal to minus d over p x plus md, right? md over p. Yeah, it's nice equation, but we are not gonna mess with this because it gets ugly very soon. So we are not gonna mess with this. We just content ourselves with this, okay? Because it's very good equation, okay? Maybe it's a conceptual level. To be algebraically exact, we have to plug into this, okay? And we're not gonna go there because it obfuscates this conceptual simplicity. It obfuscates. It makes it more unintelligible. All right, so we're not gonna go there. But you're welcome to if you want to, okay? But if you ask me, I'll rather not do it, okay? Life is short, my friends, okay? You don't want to work too much, okay? So, oh boy. Okay, so it's been very productive night tonight, okay? We did good. So we have 10 minutes left, okay? And I'm gonna drink a little bit, okay? Because we came a long way. Came a long way. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the heater and I'm gonna drink a little bit because we gotta celebrate. Okay, we have 10 minutes left. All right. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh. Let's celebrate a little bit, okay? Oh boy. For the 10 minutes left. Okay. Wow. We are happy now. I mean, we had this P is equal to D minus S, right? But, okay. To be mathematically exact, I guess we can put something like this times K. Why? Because demand, supply, yeah, you can subtract each other because they're both quantities along the y-axis. But price, they're along x-axis. So there's unit difference. Okay, K is a constant, is a coefficient. Okay, so it will be like what? Unit analysis, okay? So quantity, right? Number of goods over dollar. Because then you multiply some quantity and you divide by quantity and you multiply by dollar sign and then you have price. Okay? So yeah, K will have this kind of unit analysis, alright? It's a constant, multiplication factor is a constant, so it's not that significant, right? Yeah, it's proportional to that, right? It's proportional, you know. Then to make this proportional symbol to equality, yeah, you need to multiply by K. Some constant. Not that important, okay? You got it. Something like this. I mean, it may not be exact. We have to plug into this equation and whatnot. Oh boy. Do you want to do that? Maybe. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow, okay? Just for fun, alright? Yeah, it will basically like this, okay? So, we have only 5 minutes left, okay? So, you have first equation, right? Maybe we'll just do that then, okay? So, we have this equation and we have second equation where we'll do tomorrow because we only have 5 minutes, okay? So, but at least let's write down the blueprint of tomorrow's agenda, okay? So, okay. Running out of space again. Y was d over p minus x plus n. Okay? Now, we shift demand curve upward. Y prime is equal to what was P? Cost stay the same, right? The only thing that changes is yeah, maximum. Okay, so we have P prime and demand. Yeah, we have new demand, maximum demand, D prime minus X prime plus M prime. Okay, they all change. All right. And we are going to subtract these two, okay? And delta P corresponds to delta X, okay? Delta D corresponds to delta y. How about delta s? What does that correspond to? Yeah, we're gonna have to reverse engineer how we derive this, okay? Time is ticking. Okay, okay, okay. We got it. We got it. We shift this line upward by adding delta d, right? So that's delta d, and we have delta x, which is delta p, and delta y, which is delta s. Okay, okay, okay. So delta x is equal to delta p, delta y is equal to delta s, and delta d is something we just add onto the second equation. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so we will do these two things. We make connection between these two things. Okay, and then we get to the bottom of this, because for brain exercise, okay, brain teaser. Oh boy, I mean, if you are economics major or economics PhD student or economics professors, welcome, welcome here. Because we are doing this for you. Okay, we want to help you. Just like humanology. Yeah, hey, if you're a psychologist, psychiatrist, you're very welcome here, because we are doing all this for you. Okay, we are trying to help you. We are not your enemies. We are your friends, perhaps your saviors. Oh boy, no, I'm kidding. No, we are just trying to help. We are your friends. Okay, we wouldn't call ourselves your savior. No, they would be very arrogant of us. So just trying to help. Okay, that's all. We don't want your job. We are not here to take your jobs. Okay, we are here to make you money, so that you do better with your jobs. Whether you're economists, psychologists, psychiatrists, we want you to call yourselves humanologists. Okay, economists, yeah, you don't have to change your name. But psychologists, yeah, they do need to change their name. Humanology. It just sounds more humane, you know. Okay. Thank you. Time is almost up, and we'll continue this tomorrow, okay? After good sleep and whatnot. Thank you. Bye.